Hi everyone, Ryan here, Ion Capital Solutions. Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to talk about an important topic. Anybody starting out and wanting to become a business loan broker, anybody trying to make this business loan brokering thing work, you're setting up your home office, you're trying to configure your online business. This is a great video for you. It's going to help you save money, help you save time, very valuable resources. Here's what you need, here's what you don't need. Definitely want to tune into this topic. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump in. So this is where you start, counting your money, thinking of the things that you need, getting ready to spend, because in fact, you're building a business, right? That's not going to be free. It's going to cost you money, right? So here's a spoiler alert for you, anybody getting ready to do that, okay? This is where you're going to end up, with no money left to spend any money on anything else, with no more time because you don't have money, with a business that's not generating revenue, and frankly, a business model that was built to actually function or work. 9.9 out of 10 people try and build a business online. This is where you're going to end up. It's just the reality and the truth. Why is that? Well, it's because you're focusing on things that you don't need. You're focusing on the wrong thing and the wrong information. You're being led down a path, really. I mean, there's YouTubers out there who monetize their traffic by posting videos just like this, but telling you that you do need these things. And if you click the links in the description, you can get these things. Except the problem is they have an affiliate link. And when you click that affiliate link and you purchase the CRM and you purchase the logo design company and you purchase the website and you use that link, they're getting paid a referral fee. And that's how they monetize their traffic. So is this what you need? Is that helping you, or is it helping that YouTuber? Right? You don't need any of these things. You don't need a CRM. It's a waste of money. A monthly recurring charge with all these bells and whistles, and then they upsell you when you want more. You don't need it. It's a waste of money. You do not need a CRM. I don't care what's out there, what you've seen, what people tell you. You do not need a CRM. You don't even have a business net yet. If you do, if you're not generating revenue, it's pointless. You do not need a CRM. Okay? Company logo, complete waste of time. What are my colors? What does my logo look like? My website, total waste of time. You don't need any of these things because you don't need your own business. You shouldn't be trying to build a business or own a brokerage or anything like that. Respectfully, if you have no experience in an industry, you shouldn't build a business. I never went to dental school. I never went to medical school. I'm not going to go try and build a dental practice or become a surgeon. It doesn't work that way. You can't, if I want to be a surgeon, you can't collect the pharmaceuticals and the surgical equipment and rent a space and get a white coat and find some sick people, bring them on over, cut them open, and congratulations, I'm a surgeon. It just doesn't work like that. It's the wrong thing to focus on. And you immediately start focusing on marketing, right? I need to figure out where to buy my leads or pay for advertising, which is another rabbit hole you don't need to go down. You don't need to buy data. In 2022, you do not need to buy leads. First of all, data is not leads. Buying leads from somebody, they're not leads. It's just names and phone numbers that the vast majority of people are not going to pick up, not interested. If it's people from UCC lists who have borrowed money in the past, they're default merchants who don't pay back on time. They're overloaded with too many advances. If you're doing the cash advance thing with businesses, it's a waste of money and time. And you're going to run out of startup capital, run out of time. You don't need to pay for data. Okay, and data becomes leads when you qualify them. If you don't know how to qualify a lead, if you don't know how to underwrite a file, then you can't stack qualified borrowers for repeat business. And that's what the numbers game is as a loan broker. You have to understand how to qualify borrowers, qualify them and underwrite their file, fund them and fund them again and again and again. Those are your consistent clients. You can't do that if you're just blindly forwarding deals to lenders because you have no idea what's going on. That's just not the profession of business loan brokering. Again, if I'm a dentist and I don't know how to be a dentist and people come to my office and say my tooth hurts, I don't start just pulling people's teeth out. It's not how it works. It's a kind of a sarcastic analogy, and I'm not trying to be a bit of a wise ass, okay, but I'm trying to really demonstrate a point. It's the truth, you have to be realistic, and if you're hearing otherwise, you have to consider the source, okay? Things like branding even, and the like, where you want to put your footprint out there and build up credibility as a company in the Better Business Bureau, and it's a waste of your time. Better Business Bureau wants you to pay them $300 so they can give you an A+ rating, so you're credible. They're not a government agency. They have no control over anything. It's just something people think you're supposed to do. That's the reality of these things. These things are a waste of your time. Instead, here's what you actually need. Google Sheets, free. Google Drive, free. Social media accounts, free. Basic email, free. Phone number, free. If you know how to do it right. There's plenty of apps out there where you can utilize them to be able to conduct business without spending money. And if you want to spend a little bit of money to get an app with some cool features like fax and whatever else, and it's like $30 a month. I mean, you don't need all those bells and whistles. You just need the functionality to be able to communicate with clients. If you want to do this on your own, leverage your lenders. They already have branding. They already have all of this stuff established, right? You're representing these lenders and their products. That's all you need. You don't need your own brand, your own company, whatever, because the client's going to see through it. They're going to realize that you're new, that you don't not understand how things work yet. If you try and trick them and smoke screen and bait and switch, are they going to keep coming back to you for more? They're not. You're forever going to be chasing new deals, and you don't know how to qualify those deals, and those deals aren't funding. And I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I'm trying for anybody watching this video to have a realistic mindset about how it works and to deter you from the distractions that are going to waste your time and money. It's only beneficial to you that we discuss these things, okay? Because the reality is, building a business is a waste of time. You should not be building a business. If you're focused on building a business, then how are you going to be a loan broker if you don't know how to be? All your focus is on building the business, on setting up your marketing funnel, on trying to figure out how to make all that work. That's not loan brokering. That's marketing. That's building a business, is not loan brokering. And so what you're doing is you're wasting money. You're wasting money on something that's not going to work or pay you back. It's just the truth. Is there the 1% of people out there who are going to somehow make it all work on the first go around? Sure. There's also the guy who's going to go to 7-Eleven later today and hit the lottery. Is it the odds are all of us that's going to happen to all of us? No. And so it's not a good bet. It's not a good bet. And if you're going to bet, right, and you go to Vegas, be ready to lose some money. But this idea blueprint that you're going to be building a business and driving traffic and doing all these things, that is not loan brokering, is what I want to make clear. That's an entirely different industry. Are you looking to become a marketing professional? Do you have experience in marketing? Because you're going to have to deal with a consultant, pay money, and try and figure it out, waste time and money in trying to work these things out. Have you built successful online businesses before? Because if not, you're going to have to figure it out and trial and error and hire a consultant because you don't know what you're doing. Think of all the money, and that's before you actually start generating revenue or learning how to be a business loan broker, right? The bait and switch is something you have to be very familiar with. It's what your competition is going to do, the brokers you're up against with clients, and if you understand how not to do this to your clients and be straightforward and honest and help your clients, that's where your residual, your renewal, and your referrals come from. But if you are being baited and switched by blueprint programs out there, loan broker training programs that are not training programs, but blueprint programs, and teaching you how to build a marketing campaign that doesn't work and build a business that's not generating cash flow, that's not loan brokering. You're not being trained in loan brokering. Forwarding deals blindly to lenders is not loan brokering. Okay? In retail sales, when customers are lured by advertisements for a product at a low price, then find the product not to be available but more expensive substitute, right? That's the idea. It's the bait and switch. It's the bait and switch, right? Build a business. You're going to be a millionaire. Anyone can do it. It's this easy. All you have to do is this. Here's your marketing. Here's your website. Here's where the lenders are. That's all you need to do. Congratulations, you're a loan broker. It's a bait and switch. It's not that easy. And by the time you realize it, they're like, oh, well, if you want more help, it's going to cost you this much money. You want support, it's going to cost you this much money. You should buy this resource. You should buy that resource. It'll make it better. And they have an affiliate link. So when you buy it, they get paid, and so on and so forth. And down the rabbit hole you go. And their bank account benefits. That's the reality of the situation if you go down this road. That's why I'm being as blunt as I am, because I don't want that to happen to you. Earning and learning, that's what you need to focus on. And you can do both of these things at the same time, okay? Although this is not a promo video for our program today, if you want to learn how you can do that here at ION, but you should be focused on learning the business and focused on earning money. And that capital is what you can invest in yourself with enough experience to then build a business. It's a maturity point. It comes later, right? What's the expression? The goose doesn't come before the egg, right? The reality is you need a mentor. You need somebody working alongside of you to help you who's active and successful in the business. No different than if you took a job on day one. Think of a job you took in your life and you started day one. Did you just do it all by yourself and you were successful with no help? No. Odds are you were confused. You didn't know what to do. You needed somebody to help you. At least those first few weeks, if not those first few months, you constantly needed that person there before you got the hang of it. What makes any person think that this is any different? It's the same thing. That's what most of us need. The vast majority of us need. Perhaps you're the 1% in this video and you don't need this. Congratulations to you. Good luck to you. This video is not for you, okay? For everybody else, you see what I'm talking about. This resonates with you, okay? Because the reality is experience is what is needed. Having firsthand knowledge and skill and practical, whatever, it's going too fast, but you get the gist of what I'm saying, okay? This is what you need. Experience, 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 experience. That's what you need, okay? Because then you'll know the right products that keep clients coming back instead of the wrong products where they never call you again because you over-leverage them, okay? There are the correct marketing methods to keep you in business because you're not wasting money, right? How to properly qualify clients. You're not wasting time on bad deals and bad clients, chasing docs and submitting to lenders and back and forth and nothing's funding and you can't figure out why. It's because you don't know how to properly qualify. You don't know how to underwrite files. You think that's the lender's job. It is not the lender's job. It is the broker's job. That is your profession. Lenders that just accept submissions from anybody are playing a dangerous numbers game that leads to them going out of business because they're wasting their time on bad files and their investors' money is not going out the door on loans, and it's only so long before they lose out on their syndication network and they go belly up. That's the business. How do I know? Because I worked in the business. I worked for lenders for years. That's the truth. Anybody telling you different is lying to you. It's just the reality of the situation. So with that being said, that's going to do it for this topic. Sorry, I know I'm a little blunt and I tend to have sharp teeth. I'm a salesman, so that's the way I go, right? That's the way we got to do it. But truth bombs is our narrative here and the way that we focus on this business. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. I'm not going to tell you anyone can do it. I'm not going to tell you you're a millionaire. I'm not going to stand in front of a Ferrari that I rented, an Airbnb that I rented, and then tell you that I'm a huge success and stand in front of a camera with a suede jacket and a pair of expensive glasses or whatever else and try and convince you that I'm something more than I am. You got to run from that stuff, okay? If you want to find success in this industry, we can help you. We can give you a grounded, realistic perspective on it. We can surround you with support, knowledge, the things you need. There's a lot of free content on my YouTube channel that you can consume that will instantly take you to the next level as a business loan broker and help you understand what you should be focusing on, how this profession really works. And if you really want to dig in, you really want some help, all you have to do is reach out, give us a call. We can walk you through what we can offer you. But anyway, that's in another video and another time. Thank you so much for your attention today and following along. I appreciate it. If you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Click on that notification bell to stay up to date on all the videos we're releasing. Please drop a like if you can. Really helps out the channel. Anyway, thanks so much. Good luck on your deals. I'll catch you in the next video.